r/rules horror. Posted by you/KidThatHacks. I took a job at a Walmart. My mistake will lead to me going missing. Hello everyone, my name is Ethan, and I'm a jobless 19-year-old who was unfortunate enough to take the wrong step while searching for employment. Little did I know that this misstep would plunge me into a world of terror and uncertainty, where the rules of reality are bent and twisted beyond recognition. My journey into the secrets of Walmart began innocently enough with a job offer from that I ended up finding in the back of the Walmart I usually go to for things I need. Strangely, it didn't have an exact number. "I'll just look it up," I mumbled to myself, "but I'll just get to the point." Mr. Thompson, my boss, gave me the job. Yet, beneath the everyday world of retail, lay a maze of mysteries waiting to be uncovered. Navigating the store's aisles during the twilight hours, I ended up noticing strange happenings, shifting shelves, faint whispers echoing through deserted corridors. However, I dismissed them as stuff they set up for a new employee, so perhaps even a prank by Mr. Thompson and his team. With the rules handed to me by Mr. Thompson, I chuckled at their odd humor, assuming they were just part of the hazing process for new hires. Little did I know that they held the key to surviving the terrifying reality of Walmart after hours. As I dived deeper into the store's secrets, I encountered a large amount of messed up entities that intend to kill me. Each encounter sent shivers down my spine, their intentions clear: to eliminate anybody who dared to uncover Walmart's secrets. Guided by the supposed just of the rules, I ventured into the darkness of the employee break room, unaware of the dangers lurking within. But as the night wore on, I realized the horrifying truth: I had broken one of the rules, and now, the entities were closing in. Huddled in the freezer, I could hear them drawing closer, their presence palpable in the icy air. In that moment of terror, I understood that Walmart's secrets wasn't a joke. My only hope of survival lay in following the rules that I had stupidly disobeyed. I'm still in the freezer, it feels like it has been hours. I hear them coming and only have a limited amount of time. These were unknown horrors of Walmart, and as I glanced at the rules clutched tightly in my hand, I realized, I should have listened. I'm currently typing this on my phone. I cannot get out since there is no service at all, and there is no way out. Here are the rules they gave me. Rule 1. Follow the rules handed to you for your survival. Any broken rule will lead to either possible death, increased risk of being captured, or even Rule 2 happening. Rule 2. Stay alert for incorrect shelves, sudden chills, hallucinations, seeing a humanoid figure, and whispers without anyone being nearby. They are trying to confuse you, or scare you in order to leave you vulnerable enough in order to take you. Rule 3. Go inside of the employee break room with caution. Some entities like to sit in there, waiting for you. However, if you end up finding yourself in the room, do not linger there longer than 5 minutes, unless you want to be tormented for eternity. Rule 4. Going too deeply into the hidden secrets of Walmart's layout. They reside there. Dark corners and forgotten storage areas may hold more than just dusty Xbox controller box. Rule 5. Never stay in one spot for too long. Keep moving to avoid the entities closing in on you. If you fail to follow this rule, I sincerely hope you survive that outcome. Rule 6. When navigating the aisles of Walmart, be aware of silent watchers but avoid engaging with them. Rule 7. Once it has been after hours, never go back to the employee break room. There will be more of them now waiting for you. Rule 8. If you experience déjà vu or a sense of repetition, please for the love of God move from the current location you were in. They had sent you in a loop. We are tired of cleaning up the blood in aisle 13. Rule 9. Pay close attention to areas devoid of shadows within Walmart as they may signify anomalies in reality, as stated in a few rules, but we are just trying to remind you. Rule 10. If you encounter that time has been suspended, or frozen, follow Rule 8 and act quickly. They are already here. Next story of this video. Posted by you/the_crusader. Welcome to Strill Airlines. Welcome new pilot to screw the corporate introduction crap. I'm gonna cut to the chase here. You, the passengers and this entire plane is in danger. If you and these passengers want to have a safe flight, you will treat this laminated paper like it is your holy Bible, because it damn well is. If you don't want to listen to these rules and you're still on the ground, do the world a favor, exit the plane and quit this job. Now, enough talking, here are the rules. Rule 1. Soon after you read the commandments of this Bible of survival, a malicious spirit will manifest inside the co-pilot seat. This spirit can take a variety of forms depending on what appearances the pilot likes most. Example, if the pilot likes anthropomorphic animals, the spirit will manifest as one. There are two things that will always remain consistent on the spirit. It will always have some form of formal attire such as a suit, and it will have black hair, or fur if it's a creature that's furred. This spirit will try to convince you to do all sorts of bad things, ranging from doing tricks in the skies while the seatbelt indicator is off, to letting it take control of the plane, to even crashing the plane. Just don't listen to it, alright? It'll try to charm you, force you. If its form is fluffy, it could try to trade letting you pat it for it having its way, and maybe even try to buy you over with riches just to do those terrible things. Nothing is worth the risk of letting the thing have its way, alright? Final bit of information about this spirit is that it will provide some commentary on some of these rules, either to try to convince you to ignore them or just for no reason at all. Rule 2. Soon after takeoff you will encounter a large thunderstorm ahead of the aircraft. Unfortunately, you can't avoid entering this thunderstorm. Trust me, I tried. This thunderstorm is the cause for the majority of these rules. Luckily, none of the lightning will strike the aircraft. This thunderstorm is anomalous, as no matter what direction, height or weather you are in, it will always appear right in front of the aircraft, even if you turn straight around after sighting it. Now, while the lightning part of the thunderstorm is harmless, the same cannot be said for the winds that you will encounter during it. Any excessive maneuvers will cause the winds to tear the aircraft apart. Just turn the autopilot on and let that handle the dangerous part. Note that the thunderstorm will last for the entire flight. I can fly the aircraft for you. Just let me take control and you can sit back, relax and enjoy the flight. Rule 3. Now, this rule is shorter compared to the others, but it is still important. It is highly likely that during the flight the lights on the aircraft will suddenly turn off, plunging the aircraft into darkness. Throughout the duration of this event, which lasts 5 minutes, keep a death grip on the flight instruments, as our spirit friend from earlier will be hidden by the darkness and will likely attempt to forcefully take control of the aircraft while you're distracted. Just use this time to take a nap. You'll need the rest for what will come ahead. Rule 4. There is a chance that during this flight, to be exact while inside the thunderstorm, there will be a strike upon one of the wings. It is not lightning, but it is still highly dangerous nonetheless. Like the spirit in Rule 1, it is malicious. However, unlike Zachar, the spirit in Rule 1 whom only I dare to speak the name of for whatever reason, this Rule 4 spirit is much more threatening, mainly due to it being much more aggressive and forceful. This spirit is made out of electricity and will attempt to fry the electronics of the aircraft. If that spirit arrives, turn the seatbelt indicator on, wait 2 minutes for people and their crotch goblins to sit down and start performing barrel rolls. Yes, the passengers will hate you, but it should shake off the electric spirit. If this fails to work, then land at the nearest airport as quickly as possible. If there are no nearby airports, then perform an emergency landing. Don't you dare speak my name, Strill. Rule 5. If the air becomes tinted red, then get ready, as you'll be dealing with one of the most threatening events of this flight. Start off by going to full throttle and turn the seatbelt indicator on. You have 5 minutes to prepare before the skies will start to get peppered with extremely heavy flak fire. Our planes have been up-armored to be able to withstand these weapons, however multiple hits will spell doom for the aircraft. Some information about this event is that down below are anomalous anti-aircraft batteries. To be more exact, these anomalous anti-aircraft batteries are 8.8 cm flak 41s that seem to materialize randomly during these flights, making their presence known via the air getting a red tint. Once they start opening fire, start performing evasive maneuvers to avoid getting hit. The flak fire will last 6 minutes before giving you a 2-minute break and then resuming fire for 2 minutes. After those 2 minutes, the air will lose the red tint and the anomalous anti-aircraft batteries will have disappeared. This event often happens during the middle of the flight, however there have been times where it has happened during the start or end of the flight, though this is incredibly rare. Let me take control during this event. I know the mindsets of those guns like the back of my hand, and you can just enjoy the airshow. Rule 6. There is a possibility that one of the passengers will be a highly religious spirit that follows Catholicism. This spirit is harmless as long as you just pretend to agree with its beliefs and listen to what it has to say. During the Red Skies event, read Rule 5. This spirit will disappear. After the Red Skies event ends, there is a 50-50 chance that it will return. Be warned that this spirit, while it can't attack you directly, it'll do everything in its power to screw you and this plane over if you dare to disagree with it. You can also attempt to banish it by getting security to escort it off the aircraft, however this only works if you're still on the ground, otherwise you'll just have to deal with its antics. Though I believe you might be able to bribe it to provide aid to you with religious items, I am yet to test this though, so it's your choice whether you want to try that or not. Just let me deal with him. All I want in return for dealing with that pest is a few minutes behind the wheel. Rule 7. During the landing, the aircraft and the entire world around you may appear to be engulfed in flames. Do not panic. The flames are real, but as long as you land correctly, They'll disappear soon enough. Now the landing sequence goes as follows: start by cutting the throttle and enabling the air brakes, then make touchdown with the ground and keep touch with the ground. As the aircraft slows on the runway, the flames will start to dissipate and soon fully disappear. In the unlikely scenario the flames do not dissipate, use the emergency distress signal and evacuate the aircraft. From there the ground crews will handle the situation. If you read this far and I still haven't convinced you with these comments, then guess I'll be seeing you soon, pilot.